we have an exceptional lineup of speakers who bring a wealth of knowledge and practical insights to this table. Before we move ahead, we hope all of you have followed us on our LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook handles. If you haven't done it already, do follow us right now without further delay to get automated updates on our upcoming conferences and to be able to view and go through our previously hosted conferences too. So, without further delay, let's introduce our esteemed panelists and guest speakers for today's session.
First speaker is Mr. Abhyuday Tripathi, who currently serves as the Vice President of Tangents. With 16 years of experience across multiple industries, Mr. Abhyuday is a digital evangelist, technology enthusiast, and expert in delivering complex projects for startups and Fortune 100 companies. His areas of expertise include research, planning, documentation, SEO, media planning, team management, Google Tech Manager, Google Analytics, and project management.
That's a great info, Anjali. Our next speaker is none other than Dr. Anjani Kumar Srivastava. He is a media and communication professional with over 28 years of experience. He has worked as a media journalist for 14 years in various positions, including print media, media communication, public relations, and advertising. He has also been a media research professor for the last 15 years. Dr. Srivastava is now an entrepreneur in the public relations and communications industry. He founded his innovative Digitech public relations company in August 2020. He has quickly established a strong foundation for his company and has gained recognition not only in India but internationally as well. In September 2021, his public relations company, Circular Global Communication Service OPC Private Limited, received the Best Emerging Public Relations and Marketing Global Award and recognition from the International Trade Council in Washington, D.C. Dr. Srivastava has been a respected member of the International Trade Council for the past 2 years and has also been a member of the Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India for the last 5. He holds educational qualifications in media, journalism, and communication, including a BJMC, MJMC, MPhil, and a PhD in mass communication, public relations, advertising, CSR communication, and branding. Dr. Srivastava has been a member of the International Media Research Organization IAMCR, National Association for Media and Communication Research in London, UK, and has published more than 20 research papers and presented them at media and communication conferences. He is a member of several think tank organizations in India, including ORF New Delhi, Observer Research Foundation, BIF, and New Delhi Vivekananda International Foundation.
Next speaker is Mr. Anunay Srivastav, who holds a BTech degree in mechanical engineering and is currently pursuing an executive PGDM with specialization in sales and marketing from IIM Indore. Currently based in Bangalore, Mr. Anunay also earned a specialization in entrepreneurship from Harvard Business School in 2018. With a rich background in sales, partnership, entrepreneurship, marketing, and now customer success, he draws upon his practical experiences to address challenges faced by startups in acquiring and retaining customers. His expertise includes understanding consumer behavior, managing digital footprints, and crafting innovative solutions for clients. In recognition of his contributions to sales and marketing, he is honored as a top 50 on 50 global marketing and advertising leader in 2019.
Next up, we have Ms. Dipali Gulati, a dynamic woman empowerment coach and a seasoned professional with a remarkable journey in human resources. Her illustrious career spans over 18 years, marked by her impactful contributions in talent acquisition, CSR, employee engagement, performance management, conflict resolution, and operations. Her distinguished profile as a socialpreneur, solopreneur, and mompreneur, Ms. Dipali has carved a niche for herself in steering women empowerment and HR improvement initiatives. Her expertise lies in streamlining and managing operations, proactive planning, introducing new concepts, and driving transformative changes. She holds a PGDBA in HR from Symbiosis Center for Distance Learning, demonstrating a commitment to continuous learning and empowerment initiatives. Her competence extends to modern HR systems, recruitment tools, and techniques, showcasing agility in maintaining harmonious employee relations to efficient grievance resolution. Having served in key leadership roles, including as the CEO at Knack HR Solutions and currently as CSR Council President at WICCI Chandigarh, she brings a wealth of experience in diverse sectors such as IT, staffing, recruiting, and education. Has also been recognized for her unwavering commitment to core values in the workplace.
Next speaker is Ms. Ashita Verma, the growth architect at Growth Fuel Marketing. Ms. Ashita brings a wealth of experience in strategic branding, marketing, and PR with a unique approach that combines the formal and informal to truly understand the essence of you, your brand, and your aspirations. Being recognized among the top 100 content writers in India based on LinkedIn ratings is just a glimpse into Ashita's remarkable journey. With expertise spanning social media, content creation, lead generation, and editorial work, he has also worked with renowned brands, contributing to the six-figure USD launches to organic marketing strategies. In the year to 2023 alone, Ashita's copywriting and branding efforts played a pivotal role in generating over $44 million in client revenue. Her passion lies in walking aside brands on their transformative journey, celebrating each success and delivering impactful results without the burden of unreasonable cost. Today, she is here to guide us in redefining brand narratives and navigating the path to success.
Our final speaker for the day is none other than Mr. Dinesh Bandhu Perumal Swami. He is more than just a digital marketer. In his 4+ years of experience, he has excelled in search engine and social media marketing. With a B in computer science engineering, he seamlessly blends technical expertise with creative play. In addition to his technical skill, Dinesh Babu is a talented wordsmith. He is the author of the 10 Step Guide to LinkedIn Personal Branding and Kanavu Kadhali, collection of Tamil love poems. Dinesh Babu also thrives in community settings. As the engagement head for Storyteller Prize, he brings together sales and marketing professionals to create a space where stories can actually come to life. He's adept at weaving tales that resonate with people. We are grateful for all of our speakers and panelists for present today and eagerly anticipate their valuable insights and contributions to today's conference. We would also like to inform all of you that the HRT is conducting polls in the chat box throughout the session, and we encourage your active participation in it. Further, moving ahead, I would like to invite Dr. Anjani Kumar Srivastava to share his perspectives.
Yes, my voice is going over there.
Yeah, your voice is audible, you are not visible, Dr. Srivastava.
Just
Yeah, now you are visible. Clear.
so yes. Hi, everyone. Good evening to all and one, everyone. Thank you so much, SK Associates and Group team. You have introduced me very well. No need to introduce myself further. You have said about me all these things there. Uh, I'm very grateful that you have given me this opportunity to share my viewpoints and some latest trends to the youths and the students who are going to be entrepreneur definitely. So, being entrepreneur, I want to say that in this present era of Web 3.0, why I'm saying this Web 3.0 because this is the era of internet-based technology, digital media technology that is based on the artificial intelligence, AI, virtual reality, VR, MR, and so many things coming up. So this is the era of Web 3.0, and it is highly challenging. Why? Because communication tools are now being transformed into new forms. For example, all mediums like print media, newspapers, radio, magazines, televisions, all they have come into the one common platform, that is digital media platform. So all audiences now they have in their hand their mobile, smartphone, and either laptop, and they are using all the medium into the one digital media platform. So this is very important medium that every entrepreneur and the business persons they need to understand that the traditional way of approaching the audiences and customers now gone are the days. वो दिन चले गए. Gone are the days when you give the advertisement for products in the newspapers and magazines or any television, and you wait for the next day that audiences and customers will see that and they give the response whether or not. So now these are not the days. Now the customers and business owners they business owners, and they want to give the advertisements immediately on the same day, and they want the feedback on the same day. So now every entrepreneur they have the best opportunity to introduce their products and services in the pilot project way also, and in future they will get the success definitely, and they will slowly and slowly they can get their business established in this process. So now the social media platforms, they gives the best opportunity. How? Because this is the best cost effective way. This is best cost effective advertisements. That because once you have categorized, first of all, any entrepreneur, they should decide who are their customers, who are their clients, who are their audiences, and according to that, they need to understand where their products and services advertisements will go, whether they will go on the social media, on the Google ad, or they want to give in the print media or television. They need to understand these things, that decide to first of all who are the target customer or target audience. That is the main important thing. Second thing, they need to understand, after deciding the media, they have to decide that every media now they have come on the digital platform. So first of all, any entrepreneur and businessman, they cannot avoid that. So, Google ads or the Yahoo Mail ad or the social media ad, now the performing marketing, the influencer marketing, all these things have come up, and slowly they are gaining the place in the market, definitely in the marketing communication. This is very important. Now I want to say to all the newcomers and the budding entrepreneurs that first of all, they need to decide the content, their objective of the business. So I would suggest that entrepreneurs should, first of all, they have to give their original thought based content. They have to design by themselves. They have not to depend on the other agencies initially. They, because original thoughts of their business and ideas, that should be very original, and that should be originated by the entrepreneurs themselves. So my first tip is that. Second thing is that first decision of having the good professional website designer, they have to hire them, or they should design the good website. And for that, they should not spend too much money. They should have the GoDaddy like domain, they provide a very on minimum cost the any domain. And after that, they should have the mixed design. Website design should be mixed kind of means there are two types of website design: the dynamic and the static. So I would suggest that entrepreneurs in first go, they should decide the mixed kind of website design. It means that some static and dynamic both in the one altogether. So in that way, they will have the opportunity to improvise the content, any kind of content and the message on their website, and improve the messages on the regular basis from time to time, because it will be needed in the future, definitely. After this, that you should any entrepreneur, they should create the social media pages by themselves. It is not very tough. They should design the like Instagram page and the Facebook page, and that is possible in the way initially they should design by themselves on no cost. And Google ad and the Yahoo Mail ad, they are the very small amount, 200 300 rupees per day, not more than this. So they can place their advertisements on the regular basis also. And but in today's time, now the visiting cards is very important. I want to suggest the next point is very important, that the visiting card, digital visiting card, they have to make the possible that digital visiting card, design the digital visiting card, and share with the WhatsApp market through their contacts, lot of contacts. So that will save their money. That will be cost effective in the very important way. Point is this. Now you can do the advertising by using Yahoo Mail, Google Mail, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, influencer marketing. Now it is very a little bit being costly, and now it is some kind of transition period is going on. So wait for this. Performance marketing is now coming up. That is AI based, artificial intelligence based. So Google Ads is providing now the AI performance marketing, that is AI based advertisement giving. That the Google Ads is very best option. I would suggest that. Now, on the other hand, all these forms, now I'd like to suggest that best, and above all these points, the important point is that best advertising is the words of mouth, through the words of mouth. That is the best, still that is the best way. Because an entrepreneur in the starting way, they have to speak lot of people to increase their public relations, a lot of public relations, and increase their contacts through the words of mouth. initially you meet many people and you speak some in some sentences, introduce your business, your services, about your company in the very few words, and through the words of mouth that will expand. For this, I would give this suggest that next step is that entrepreneurs should join the like the conferences, event, seminars like this is going on, and at this point of time. Now the other things that if they can afford the like the trade chambers and business commerce chambers like body like the SHM, like the Confederation of Industries, CII, the FICCI, because this will give the larger kind of platform, and this larger kind of platform will increase your public relations at the high level of multi-level public relations. You can increase in that way. So apart from giving the social media or the digital media advertisements or the radio and television and the all lot of advertisements, you can give that. But apart from the initially, you can minimize your advertisement cost by using your public relations tool. A public relation tool is also very important for the advertising. So we teach in that in the mass communication, public relation is also a tool, advertisement is also a tool. So public relation tool you can use for the advertising, and advertisements you can use the tool as in the public relations. So both in go vice versa. And the same way, like you are attending the event seminar, conferences and award functions, you interact with a lot of people, and you share your visiting cards, and you through the words of mouth, your services and products will be highlighted in that way. So these in this way, I would suggest that you can minimize your cost in very much very possible way. But apart from this, important point is that you should have a clear kind of your business idea, and you should stick your objective. You should not wither away your objectives. If you have set your goals that you are choosing this kind of business or service and you have to be succeeded, then you should not be you should not move from your path, because this is very difficult. Is it an innovation based business, innovation based service entrepreneur, they will definitely face many kind of challenges. Some point at some point of time they will feel that cost will be increased, and they how they will spend, how the service will how the profit will come. But it not be important. It is important that you should stick to your vision and mission is a very important part of your business entity. So vision and mission, once vision and mission you have set up, then there will be path you will be making, and that will be a smooth way, because now technology is have given you the ample opportunity, ample chance to create your own way of advertising methods, advertising tools. A lot of things will be coming up in soon very way, because AR and VR and AI, artificial intelligence, and that is the virtual reality and augmented reality. These kind of digital technology, IT based technology, they are making more easy for the entrepreneur and for the business persons. So I should stop at this point of time, because these are the very new things that will help any entrepreneur. But struggle will be definitely, lot of struggle will be there. So we should not be discouraged from these things, and we should stick to that. And any kind of new technology you should explore, you should be ready to adopt that, you should ready to adapt to that environment. So this is the web 3.0 environment, and we entrepreneur should be ready to adapt ourselves in this kind of environment. So thank you so much. And anything you want to ask anybody?
Thank you, Dr. Anjali. Do we have any questions for him? You can write it in the chat box or raise your hands. Anybody, any questions?
So I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Is gaining the followers means we are stepping ahead in our vision?
To some extent, not very much you can be assured, but to some way, to some extent, you can understand that yes, your vision is gaining the momentum. Your vision is definitely gaining the some kind of ground. but because it depends upon who are the followers. If the your competitor, if the business person is are followers, then definitely you are being succeeded. There is no doubt.
Okay, sir.
Anything else, please?
All right. Any more questions?
Sir, one more
Okay.
question.
Yes.
There are so much social platforms out there. How to find the best one
Mhm.
for us for the business?
Uh, See, this is the period of transition. Digital media is the phase of transition in, at least in India, not in India, in all over world. Because I have in the UAE and Dubai also, I have seen that the digital media and social media, they are in the period of flux. Flux means you can understand that something, some bad things are moving out and some good things are coming in. Correct. So we cannot say that this particular social media platform is very good and this particular social media platform is very bad. But definitely, if depends upon your product and service. What is your product and service, right? To some extent, Pinterest is very important for the product and services that you can showcase. If you want to showcase your something, some kind of products, Pinterest is very good. And Instagram definitely is very good, because we now the people are being, they are using the product and services on the Instagram to some extent. So three are important platforms, that is the Pinterest, Facebook, and Instagram, in my view.
Got it, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Any more questions? Okay. All right. Thank you, Dr. Anjali, for your insightful speech.
Thank you.
Please share your email address in the
That's true.
chat
Yeah.
box.
Thank you
Yes.
to all, everybody present here. Thank you, sir. Thank you, team. So I should share my
Thank you.
email ID. Yeah, definitely I am leaving my email ID.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if any of our audience has any questions or seeks further information, please don't hesitate to reach out to him. Moving ahead, let's welcome Mr. Anunay to share his thoughts.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you for having me on board. It feels really honored to be with such an esteemed panel today. And yeah, I would want to start the discussions ahead. Am I allowed to share my screen? Let me check if I have the access. Yep, I have. So I'll just quickly share my screen. Just let me know if you're able to see my screen.
Yes, we can.
All right, that's great. So, hello, folks. My name is Anush Srivastav. I am currently working as a senior customer success manager, as introduced by the SK Associates and Group. Thank you for arranging this session as well. I believe these kind of sessions are very much required these days with the upcoming new generation. As Mr. Dr. Anjali said, there is a Web3 and AI era that is coming in picture, and now the entire focus has shifted towards the 2C, the major 2C of the marketing, which is, I feel, is culture and content, right? And on these two specific C's, then I'm sure that you'll be able to save a lot of your marketing spends as well. So, moving on today, I will be covering up some of these discussions, and I'll be breaking down onto these specific parameters. The first thing foremost would be how do you balance the available resources, and how do you create a campaign strategy based on the balance and the available resources in terms of maybe finance or the manpower that you have. So how do you create that balance between these things? Uh, how can you leverage social media platforms? There are, as someone just asked, there are multiple social media platforms, and there is a big question of how do you decide upon which platform should you choose. I'll be deep diving into that as well. Moving on, the next would be the AI, the most hot topic. Yes, how do you leverage AI for your social media campaigns and on the content strategy, and as well as the last, would not the least at all, would be the customer feedbacks, because these are the most organic way to create a user base and acquire more new users, right? So I'll be deep diving into these four specific parameters. Moving ahead, let's start with the first point, which is creating a balance between your available resources and uh, the campaign strategy. Major stages from the business point of view, right? These are the major three stages where the first stage is reach, where you're reaching out to the customers, you're understanding what is your potential audience type, what is your, it can be based on their gender, their age, their location, their interest type, what they do, maybe what they ordered last night from the restaurant. So even that can be a parameter to decide on your audience based on your business as well. And the next stage would be the engage, where you understand how many users are now engaging with your communications. If you sent an email, who responded to that email? If you sent maybe a mobile push notification on the mobile application, and how many users clicked on the notification and placed an order. So that's the engaged stage of any of the customers, be it B2B, be it B2C, be it e-com, finance, banking, etc., etc. Then the last stage comes the amplification stage, where you amplify or scale up, and that happens through a very organic customer base, which is where your retention cycle, your advocacy cycle of the users comes in picture, your referral programs, your uh, not just the referral programs, even your customer feedbacks, which I will be talking about in the upcoming slides. Even they come under this segment of the stage of the users, where you amplify and scale up your user base, right? Now, so understand and move ahead on the user journey. You need to make sure that you're engaging with your users on each and every stage, right? So now, as somebody asked, what is the social media platform that you should choose? There are multiple, there are a plethora of social media channels that you can opt for. But you need to understand which segment of users are active on which specific social media platform. Simultaneously, which are the stages? For example, if the user is about to place an order, so what's the communication that you'll be sending to them? Is it an email? Is it a WhatsApp message? If they have placed an order, what is the communication that you'll send? That your order has been placed. You can track the order from this tracking link or something like that. So, and the next stage would be when you offer referrals, that please refer a friend, and you get next order you get 50% off. So that's the kind of engagement channel that you need to create with your users. And again, to your surprise, and I'm very serious about this is completely free of cost, right? The social media engagement, the digital engagement that you can create with your users is completely free of cost. You don't need to uh, put in paid campaigns and paid ads to create these engagement with your users. Now, engaging with users on each stage can also come in multiple methods, right? As someone just mentioned about PR, which is a channel for communication with the users. Now, when you are breaking down these three steps, the initial three steps, you can break down into them into five more segmented steps. All right. The first step would be awareness and consideration, which is your reach and engage stage, right, where your users are getting aware about your products, your services, getting to understand your build brand story, right? You need to build up a good brand story as well, because then that's where the users are able to relate with your content, relate with your offerings as well. Once they have the awareness is when they'll consider the product and services, when they are in the stage of understanding, is it the value proposition provided from based on the offering and the cost, is it applicable, is it apt to my needs or my requirements, right? So that's when the consideration stage comes in, where your social ads, your reviews, your blogs and media will come in picture and boost up the conversion rate for your business specifically. And then comes your purchase stage, where your users have made the purchase, right? Now they are already your customers, they are no more your users. And now these customers are not just somebody you want to make a next payment, but also your promoters. They'll be promoting your brand to their friends, their colleagues, their circle, right? So that becomes a promotion stage, where they get into a retention and advocacy stage, where they are talking about your own brand, they are talking about the products that they're using. And if the users or the customers experience throughout this user journey is positive, then you have the word of mouth that you're looking for, right? And we talk about in marketing every day that word of mouth is the best channel for upscaling or getting new customer base, or maybe increasing your customer lifetime values. But I believe engaging with users and making a positive experience throughout their journey with your brand will make sure that they are getting more customers for you. And these again are free of cost customers. There's no acquisition cost that you have put in for these new users or these new set of customers, right? Once you have an understanding of how the user journey is and some of the benefits of creating a user journey for e-commerce brands, you can see this is based out of a report from Hanover Research that 87% of companies are agreeing that building a customer journey is has helped them making a better decision making strategy for their customers. 79% of companies have said that their customer journey has allowed them to be more customer centric, and around 76% of companies agreed that building a proper customer journey increased their overall ROI as well, which was return on investment. Whatever ad campaign strategy that they're building, they're able to attain high ROI out of those ad campaigns. So yeah, there are bigger companies, there are enterprises, there are mid-market companies that are targeting now onto and getting back into the user journey experience, building the user experience stage, which is helping them to reduce their overall marketing spends as well. Once you have a complete understanding of how your user journey is, where all stages the user is engaging with your platform and your business, is when comes your social media strategy. And now is where you decide upon which social media channels should I choose, what should be the strategy, should I be paid, should it be organic, how much content should I upload or post on a weekly or monthly basis and all that. Now the frequency, the channels, everything completely, as the previous speaker said, that it depends on the business type and it depends on your audience as well. What is the target audience that you're targeting to? As you must be aware, there are multiple channels like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, there is YouTube, there is Pinterest, there is Snapchat, etc., etc. And all these platforms have also the paid marketing channels. They're not just organic channels that you need to just upload your video and something will blast off. They're also giving you an option to promote your ads, to promote your content as well. So these are also paid channels apart from Facebook and Google SEO. There are other channels as well where you can promote your content as well. Now, as an entrepreneur, your first question is you don't have much space to experiment. You don't have much option to be on available on each of the channels and be targeted. But to that is again my personal suggestions to the entrepreneurs, that you should be available on all the channels. That is what I feel right now. The reason being, you are right now in a stage of exploring your audience. You are understanding what your audience needs are, what exactly are they looking for. One, now since you are in that nascent stage, you don't know your audience is available on which specific platform, so it's better be available on all the platforms. Not just that, this also clears out the vanity matrix that we are stuck in for regarding social media, where we are only checking up the funnel, that how many likes, how many impressions, then likes, and then conversions. We are just specifying ourselves to that specific vanity matrix, wherein the algorithms have changed. Now, the Instagram and Facebook algorithms are not very specific to the user activity and user events, or the how the user is behaving with your social media handle. It is more about the content now. The algorithms are running based on content. Frankly, some of the content which has meme content, like which has something quirky and funny, they are more receptive. They are more accepted by the audience. For example, if you just carry over a viral content. For example, Bahubali was a movie which went viral, right? Which was a big hit, and some brands have acquired some of the Bahubali related content with them, and that just blasted for them. That just worked and clicked for the users because they were able to relate with the movie and the ad that you are trying to display about your product. So the idea is being available on all the channels builds a brand recall. If I'm a user of Swiggy and I'm able to see Swiggy on mobile app, I'm able to see Swiggy on Instagram, on YouTube, on different multiple channels, that's a brand recall for me. That makes me believe that, yeah, there's a platform for ordering or food online right now, and I'll directly go into Swiggy, right? So that brand recall will help you, sorry, being available on all these social media platforms will help you to build that brand recall. And also it helps you to create different audience segments, right? As somebody said that you don't know which specific platform you should be on. So your content strategy depends, will define what platform you're on. For example, uh, let's take LinkedIn for example, right? So if you're putting about uh, your birthdays that you're celebrating on office and the employee experience and everything, that might not be so receptible with the LinkedIn users, wherein you're sharing some of the insights, some of the quarterly reports or some of the yearly reports on your LinkedIn handle. That's when the users will be able to relate with that content. And simultaneously, when you're in on an Instagram, you also have an Instagram page. You can post all your employee related, culture, company related activities and some of the fun times that you're doing with your employees over Instagram and Facebook, because there the audience is expecting that sort of a content, right? So you need to be very precise and strategic about how you're placing your content and be available on all the platforms. That's what my understanding is. That will give you a larger reach, a larger audience to tap onto, right? One of the example was one of my favorites was Mado Marketing. There's a media and a report channel on Instagram. They started off completely organic. They only had organic content. They only kept putting about different brands, different case studies and everything, and now they have monetized completely. Now the brands are paying them to review them or maybe talk about their brand as well on their platform. So you can shift from an organic to a paid campaign, but the initial stage would be to acquire that audience attention, and attention is the key, right? And that attention can come up from the brand story that you're sharing on maybe on Instagram, maybe on Pinterest, on Snapchat, etc., etc. Now, once you are through with all this, and now comes in the picture of social media marketing, the second stage of should I go for organic or a paid campaign strategy? I believe for, as I said, for Mado marketing, it worked for them that they started off with an organic campaign and organic content, trying to create the traction, and that's when they migrate towards a monetized business type. But that's a very rare scenario. For any entrepreneur or a startup or a bidding business, I believe there should be a balance between both organic and paid campaigns. Organic content should be more about sharing awareness, sharing knowledge about your business and offerings, and wherein the paid campaign will be very specific to a CTA call. There should be a call to action assigned to that paid campaign so that whenever a user is viewing the ad or the campaign and relating with your organic content already, is when taking an action against the ad and maybe becoming a customer for you. So there should be a balance between the organic and paid campaign strategy. And again, if you have kept that similar balance, the outcome will be higher than only organic or only paid campaign. Simultaneously, they'll be able to relate with your brand story. You need to have a brand image. You need to have a brand picture, whatever you're coming up with, right? It cannot be vague that, I'm an e-commerce platform and I sell everything. It cannot be like that. Even Amazon has a very specific brand story behind it, where they started off with books. It started off as a library, and that's how they migrate towards other products. So a brand story is very much important to create that recall, and when they get the paid campaigns is when they're taking the action, because they have that brand recall, the understanding of the brand story. To sum it up, I would say there's one strategy that every entrepreneur can utilize. That is what I say is 80-20 rule. Now, what exactly is 80-20 rule is 80% of your content should be informative, sharing knowledge, sharing information about your product, services, be it B2C, be it B2B. It can be, it applies to all the business segments. For example, if you're a B2B business, you have a software company, you're a software company, and you're sharing all the information about your product, what all features it had, what all value it can add to your business. And if, for example, if you're a B2C business where you're talking about, you're a textile e-commerce brand, right? So you will be able to share about your customer stories and how you are engaging with your vendors and other suppliers and partners, and creating a complete culture around your brand as well. So That's the 80% of your content, and the 20% is which is the paid marketing campaigns that I was talking about, which has the CTAs and the call to actions. That should be only 20%, at least in the initial stage when you're just acquiring the audience base for your business. Moving ahead, once you're through with your user journey, understanding the engagement stages, and you're finalized upon how you're creating the social media campaign strategy, then comes the picture of leveraging AI. This is the era of Web 3.0 or the AI or the machine learning system, right? Here, there are businesses. I'll move on to the next slide. There are businesses and CMOs you can see not just leveraging AI for content personalization, but they're also creating target audience out of the data that is available at their end. They are also using the next best offer options. They're coming up with recommendations for the product. For example, I ordered a chicken pizza yesterday, and the recommendation engine or the AI engine is able to understand what sort of um, uh, preparation that I like, what sort of cuisine type do I like, and based on that, it's coming up with more suggestions within their catalog of products, right? So CMOs are using uh, they are using multiple AI platforms that are available, and even entrepreneurs can use that because there are few which are available for free, and nothing but less the for the content personalization specifically and content creation stage, and that parameter can be completely leveraged through AI, right? And for example, other than the content creation part and those things, AI also helps you to have a quick churn of a large amount of data. So if there are any specific KPIs that you have, you're checking what is the customer lifetime value, what is the ROI of the entire ad campaign strategy that you have built. AI will be able to help you in that. So basically, you're not supposed to consider AI as a separate tool, but a think tank, a thinking partner who will be able to help you in not just your ad strategy and a campaign strategy, but also will be able to help you with understanding your business, understanding your customer better, understanding how your users are behaving across different touch points that you have within your business, be it email, website, etc. I'll be sharing all these information and the details with you. You can just go through that how other businesses are leveraging AI on decision making and pragmatic advertising as well. Moving ahead, the last stage, the last point, so I just so that I can just able to cover it up within the given time is the customer feedbacks. Now, as I mentioned, you need to create content which is organic and relatable for your users. Now, if there is a new customer, if there is a new user who is in the first stage, which is the reach or the awareness stage of the user journey, where they're just exploring about the product, and if they come across a customer feedback who has already used your product or service, they will be able to relate it more better. They'll be able to come with a concise that yeah, this product or service is adding value or is as per their needs. This happens because with influencers, for example, there are many social media as well as TV commercial influencers available, from your celebrities to Bollywood celebrities, etc. But their audience or their reach is vague. There is no specific niche segment of users that you're targeting to. But when you come to your customers, your own customers, talking about your brand, it becomes easier for those viewers or those new users to understand and relate with your product and services, right? Not just that, customer feedbacks are a very good tool to increase your customer lifetime value as well. Uh, no, plus, it also helps you to reduce your CAC, which is your customer acquisition cost, because now you don't need to spend more money on a paid campaign to acquire new users. All you need to do is use these customer feedbacks, share it across all your social media channels and platforms, and the interested people who are maybe not so much, who are not actually leaned towards buying or purchasing a product from you, but are now interested just because looking at the customer feedback that they could see. One of the very good example that I feel and I've come across is Dove. So Dove came up with an ad campaign. I'll be sharing the link as well with you guys later. So that ad campaign, that was a TV commercial, and that TV commercial had people speaking about how what was their experience while using a Dove soap. Now imagine a Dove soap, a soap brand or soap product should not is not required for a customer feedback. We all take bath, I'm sure. So and we all have our own choices. We have Lifebuoy, we have different soaps available, but still that ad campaign, that ad TV commercial worked really good for Dove as a brand because it made the other users, it made the other female segment of users that they were targeting to more attained or more attention towards what exactly Dove is offering. Uh, so these are some of the methods, these are some of the ways that in which an entrepreneur can work upon optimizing their expenditure or their spend on the marketing ad campaigns and everything. Uh, as I said, start with user journey, understand all the touch points that you have with your customer. Once you have that understanding, understand which channel of communication that you want to utilize to make sure that they are attained or their concerns or needs are addressed on that stage of point in their user journey, making a positive user journey experience, leveraging AI to come up with these communications on each touch point, and using your customer feedbacks to your benefit because they are the best tool for word of mouth or maybe a free ad campaign. They're just talking, your customers are your best promoters, and so are your employees. So you should also work on your cultural aspect, the other C that I talked about. Once you are able to achieve on all these particulars, yes, I'm sure you'll be able to save a lot of marketing spend at your end as a new entrepreneur or a business. Uh, I would want to also talk a bit about the current brand that I'm working with. So, MoEngage, I'm from the MoEngage platform, and we are a SaaS company for marketing automation. And we do provide the entire functionality and features that could help you to engage with your users on each engagement stage, be it from reach to engagement to retention to advocacy. You will be able to come up with it's an omni-channel communication platform, right? So you'll be able to engage with them on each of the channels, irrespective of just social media, but also your digital media platforms like mobile app, website, etc. And we also help you to we also have our own in-house AI for content creation, marketing content creation. So if you any of the joiners here, any of the participants here would want to explore on that, please let me know. I'll share the further details for sure. Any questions? Yes, please.
Thank you, Mr. Anunay. Do we have any questions for him? Anybody raise your hand or write it in the chat box? Okay, I had a question for you, Mr. Anunay. Okay, we can take the question from Anupam first.
Yes.
Is posting customer feedbacks on socials could be a smart strategy?
Yes. It again, even as Dr. Anjani said, that it completely depends on your business type and the audience that you're targeting to. For example, a customer feedback, if you're a B2B business and you're posting a customer feedback on Instagram or Facebook, it might not perform that well if as compared to if you're posting that same feedback on LinkedIn or an YouTube channel, right? And sharing that YouTube link to all your circle and audience. Uh, Customer feedbacks are also very tricky. So you need to be sure that it's not just the positive customer feedbacks. There are many channels that are also selling customer feedbacks. Don't go for that. Be organic. Be true to you to your customers as well. And when you're using these customer feedbacks, it can be tricky because if your overall rating is maybe out of 5, it is less than 3, and you just keep shooting your positive feedbacks and not working on fixing on those issues and concerns that the other low rating feedbacks the customers you have received, if you're not addressing those, then the positive feedbacks and posting them on social media does not really relay to your new users, right? So you need to make sure that whatever product and service that you're offering is as per the customer need, as per the user's need, and you're fixing all the concerns as well. Later, then when you have a good rating, is when you can share your positive customer feedbacks with your social media channels. Yes, doctor, please.
Uh, Sir Anuj ji, just want to ask that is there any AI based mechanism that can handle the automation the feedback process? Is there any kind of solution?
Yes, doctor. So there are a few solutions where you will be able to automate your collection of feedbacks as well as posting of these feedbacks as well. So now, with the data era coming in picture in the upcoming 2024, you'll be seeing more and more tools that are available for businesses that they can leverage to, and not just trigger the NPS surveys and the feedback surveys, but also collect those surveys, analyze on the data points that are received from those survey forms, and based on the analysis based on done on those data, they can come up with not just the ad strategy, which post and which feedback should be shared, but also what action can be taken up. So they can be CTS converted based on those
Okay,
feedback.
okay. Please share the detail on all
For
of
sure.
this.
For sure, sir. For sure. I'll share my email ID and I'll just
Yeah.
drop me a hi and hello.
Yeah,
I'll
thank you.
share the
Thank you.
details.
Thank you.
Okay, any more questions? Okay. So I had this question that you said that we can leverage AI to promote our businesses.
Yes.
So according to you, do you think that just using AI and not having a human intervention will work? Because I heard somewhere that the algorithm of Instagram, Facebook, they don't promote or they don't kind of boost those posts which are AI generated.
That's a very good question, Anjali, I would say, because as and when you talk about AI, when we talk about AI, people think that AI can do magic. AI cannot do magic. It's a machine at the end. Whatever it is responding or whatever the results you're seeing is out of the data that is available within the machine itself. It cannot think beyond, right? And we as humans can personalize that communication. So, answering to your question, whenever you're coming up with an ad campaign content or using AI, be it using as a AI as a tool, you need to make sure that you have personalization in that. It cannot be a content that is just generic for all your users. You need to make sure even if you're using AI to come up with a content idea, you need to put in your creative mindset and come up with a personalized communication so that the user is engaging with the communication, right? uh, AI currently is contextual. It is very contextual. Uh, it is not something that can come up with creative ideas. So there are tools that can generate not just content. They can generate videos. They can generate images. They can generate even LinkedIn posts and Facebook posts, and rather not just generate but also automate how they should be scheduled and posted on those channels, right? But again, that's at the end, it's a machine learning, it's a machine. It will think and analyze and take actions based on the data that is available within the machine. If you want to make sure that the users are engaging with that communication, it has to be personalized. You need to ensure each and every communication is very personalized to the user. There should be a essence or a sense from the customer side that the brand knows me very well, the brand likes me, the brand is keeping an attention on me, even though you're not, obviously, because you have millions of users. But the automations that you're using should relay that kind of an experience for the user, that yeah, they are being addressed, and they're being important for you as a customer.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Arunai. That was a wonderful speech. As I can see, you've already shared the email address. So anybody who would like to reach out to him, you can get back to him by his email
If you
address.
don't mind it, Anjali, I have a question for Anuna.
Yes, please.
As far as your experience goes, Anuna,
Yeah.
could you please suggest to our entrepreneurs what would be the most budget-friendly option to use AI for their startups? Like something that would be common and general to a startup in any industry.
Okay. All right. So one of the I'm sure everyone here who has joined here are much aware of ChatGPT, right? So an OpenAI is it actually came up with an idea that OpenAI would be an open platform. It will be an open source platform. Anybody can use their APIs. Just plug in the API and start coming up with the campaign, the content and other AI activities. But that's when Microsoft acquired it. Now has come up as commercialized and monetized. But ChatGPT is a very good platform. There is Gemini coming up from Google. They started off with Bard, but again, Bard did not perform and was not so much accurate. But Gemini has come up with 3 different variants. So one of the variant is a free of cost variant for all your end users. So the new entrepreneurs and startups can very well utilize that. The another channel that I recently came across was Weed.io. So it starts with V. I'll just post it on the text here. Yeah. So it's called Weed.io. You can just explore that as well. That's an AI platform that can help you not just with your content, but also images, videos, or even script for your videos as well, right? So it's a very exploratory, contextual based AI platform. Yeah, these are some of the 3 that I would suggest that you can explore for sure. There are many others as well. There are and which are completely free of cost, but it depends on what's your use case, which channel or which communication or content are you looking for. Based on that, you can select which AI platform do you want to utilize. One of the since again I'm not just being obliged here, but also coming from the SaaS industry of marketing right now, I also wanted to highlight about the AI that we are using currently, which is Merlin AI. So I'll share that as well here. So Merlin AI is our own in-house content generation AI, which is a marketing platform. You can very well explore this. If you or any of the participants over here would want to learn more about it, you can please reach me out over email and I'll share all the details with you. Merlin AI is an AI platform that we came up with, which can not just, you just need not to use it. You can integrate that with your digital platforms. And based on your customer data and all the content that you have on your website and app, we can come up with content for your user journeys.
I hope these both are free AI tools, Mr. Srivastava.
Yep. V.io is for sure free. Merlin AI, yeah, I'll surely come up with something with my team on that.
Sure. Okay, thank you for this speech.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Anjali ji, you may continue.
All right, moving ahead, I would like to invite Ms. Dipali Gulati and request her to commence her speech.
Thank you, Anjali. Thank you, SK Associates, for having me on board and introducing me to the lovely audience. And let me share my screen. I hope it's visible.
Yes, it's visible.
All right. Starting with it, my topic for today is high impact, low budget advertising strategies. How we can do the maximum impact onto your audience? How can we be eye catchy within the low budget? We can see a picture of a public. This public is a mixed pool and we have to define our audience. We have to be very specific what our product is, what our service is it, and what is our audience. Only then we'll be able to align with it. The 4 P's of advertisement. First is our product. Our product has to be very specific. It has to be either for a particular gender or for a particular age group or for a particular say section, maybe for an old age, maybe for somebody kids zone or whatever it is. It has to be very specific. You need to be means it should fulfill the demand of the audience. The price should be very competitive. The market nowadays is even surviving on 0.50 margin. So your product has to be very competitive price market. Have you ever noticed when we go on to some mall or some grocery shop or some multi-utility store, there are some offers highlighted on the entry door? You may have noticed it, right? Why? Because of the placement of the right product at the right place. We cannot sell a medicine on a clothes shop. It has to be placed in the right place, right shelf to be an eye catchy. Only then your product will be sold. Either it is product or services. They need to have the proper placement so that it should reach the audience. In fact, the right audience. Next come promotion. For promotion, I'll tell you a very short story of a startup which is nowadays a very big brand. And if we talk about Indian market, it is in the top 3 choices of any Indian if you go and buy mobile accessories. He started his startup from a very small cafeteria in Delhi, and he used a marketing strategy which is under 1,000 rupees. And now he's still using it even when he is in the top 3 list. Can anybody guess what was that promotion strategy which he used? You all must be using any of his product right now. Any guesses from anybody from the audience? One hint is he is from the mobile accessories industry.
Ambani ji, if I'm right.
No, sir.
So, no issue. Participants, you may just drop out your responses in the chat box.
Any guesses? What marketing strategy below 1,000 rupees made a startup from a cafeteria in Delhi to the top 3 choices of Indian market? And he's still using that strategy. He used this. Mr. Aman Gupta boat. You'll always find him wearing his t-shirt. In the front it's boat, in the back it is boat. Here earbuds, here earphones, here mobile accessories, here his AI ring. Everybody is just crazy about it. He's in the top 3 list of Indian industry. You'll always find him in this t-shirt. And many industries are using this marketing strategy, but they give their logo t-shirts to their employees, but they themselves never use it. Their employees use it on and off on some activity day or maybe on some events, but not on a regular basis. This is what he used. At one logo in the front and one logo in the back. So you need to think out of the box for promotion. Because every penny counts when you are a startup. Social media. The first and the most important part nowadays is social media, how to promote ourselves on social media. We don't have to be part of rat race. Everybody is on Instagram, let's be on Instagram. Everybody is on LinkedIn, let's be on LinkedIn. No, go as per your audience. If you want to find a professional, go for LinkedIn. If you want to find youngsters, go on Instagram. If you want to find a mixed pool, go on Facebook or Pinterest. Don't be on a rat race. Even if on Instagram, don't go like everybody is making reels, I should make reels. Everybody is using boost ads, I should go for boost ads. No. Go strategically, whatever you are doing on social media. Connecting with the audience is most important. whether you are putting up a audio, or whether you're putting up video, whether you are going for a content, you have to connect with audience. It is very, very important. Use the proper hashtag and @. Hashtags, 3 important hashtags. First, your product or your service. Second, the location you are using it. If I'll go for today's post, I'll definitely use hashtag Hyderabad. Hashtag Tri-City Chandigarh, because I'm from Tri-City, you are from Hyderabad. I'll definitely go for both these hashtags. Right. And always tag your partners. Always tag your advertising agencies. This will automatically add up. As Anune says, we have to go organically. These two are addition to what he said, that we have to go organically, and these are the tools which will add to Google algorithm and help us boosting our rankings. Go for live sessions. If you are in the service industry or you are in the product industry, go for live session. You can go to Instagram, go for niche hair. She started her business in COVID and she used artificial hair and make artificial hair for look change and everything. And she is doing very good business only by the live sessions. And that too only on one platform, that is Instagram. You need to choose either boost ads or influencers. Both are paid. Both are paid. Boost ads is like you just randomly throwing your pamphlets on social media. It might reach the right audience, it might not reach the right audience. And for influencers, you have to choose the right influencer. A food blogger cannot do a travel agency's influencing reel. You have to choose influencer on 2 criteria. First, which audience they are targeting. Second, the number of followers. Because you are spending money, every penny counts. You have to choose the right influencer. You may get an influencer in 500 rupees, you may get an influencer in 5,000 rupees also. Go ethically on social media. It's a copycat section. Even if you are using some original music of somebody, put a courtesy note in the bottom. If you are using some content from somebody, some write-up, put the source code. Source this, source that. Even if you are using Wikipedia, put a note, source Wikipedia. Go ethically, people will respect you, people will follow you. You will actually gain respect that fine, this person is genuine. And I can buy products from them, I can buy their services. Network locally. Most important thing, wear your brand t-shirt and then start doing networking. Go to local events. There are many events happening in every city. Some are paid, some are free. Choose as per your budget, choose as per your audience, where you want to go, where you don't want to go. Again, don't be a part of rat race that everybody is going to this event, I should also go.
Excuse me, Ms. Gulati, I would like to request you to wrap it up soon.
Sure, sure.
Right. Sure. Thank you.
You can be part of organizations, multiple organizations. You can join in. There are membership charges. You can do that. Last but not the least is word of mouth, the best advertising tool. If you like my product, please tell it to 10 other people. If you like my services, please tell it to 10 other people. Stick to your roots. Aman Gupta still go to that cafe. He still drink that espresso, which gave him that idea. That's all from my side, sir. Any questions?
Yeah. Participants, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and ask. Anupam, Yakansh, Laiba Khan, Shubhendu ji, Sandeep ji. Okay, no issues. I would like to request you, Ms. Gulati, to just share your email ID in the chat box. So if any of our audience has questions, they can reach out to you personally via mail.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
And that was a great speech, by the way.
Thank you.
Especially the last part, mouth to mouth marketing. That is. Thank you.
you.
Further moving ahead, I would like to thank Ms. Dipali Gulati for her amazing speech and invite Mr. Deenbandhu to commence his speech. Deshbandhu, sorry. Apologies for my mistake.
It's Dinesh Babu. I would request Mr. Dinesh Babu to commence his speech.
Sorry. Am I audible? Dinesh?
Audible, sir?
Yeah, just tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just give me a minute.
Sure.
The network is slow, just a minute. Yeah. Hello. Sorry for the wait. I hope I'm audible and visible too.
Yeah, you're audible. Thank you.
Yeah, actually due to some technical issues, I can't screen my PPT now. It is getting late to download due to the internet issues. So let me introduce myself first. I'm Dinesh Babu. I'm working as a digital marketer in an IT software company, IT solutions company. And adding to that, being a marketer for around 4+ years and running a I have built and managing a community for totally for marketing professionals, marketing and sales professionals, which is called a storytellers, right? And I'm an engagement head there. I have a couple of people who are managing the community with me. Okay, now just diving into the topic, I'm here to speak more about community engagement and personal branding. To start with, I start about community marketing. when we start a startup, we usually think more about where to start and how to start. So the major challenge we face is we don't have too much budget for that. Just give me a minute. Sorry for the disturbance again. Yeah. To start with, we find it more challenge to find the first audience, first set of audience. This is where I like to quote the quote which is said to be said by Mr. Elon Musk, which is rather than baby showers, we can do business showers. When our friends start a business, we can be their first paid customers too. And adding to this, I also like to remind everyone that whether it might be about B2B or B2C, totally we are marketing to humans. It is totally about humans to humans that we have to remain in all the stages of marketing. Because we may create, we may use any tools, but end of the result, we are going to connect with the people to sell it to the people. So that are the most important things. Okay, to start with community marketing, I like to say that community marketing helps us in two major areas. One is to bring our brand awareness and is to build a customer support system for our existing customers. The thing is that building a brand awareness, we can community doesn't. The community means it is a place where people have gathered based on their interest. It may be on any interest. It may be they may be liking something about AI. So they may join the community and there may be a group of community like AI. And the community which I build is based on marketing. So the people who have basic interest on marketing, who like to learn marketing or who are working in marketing and like to share their experiences and who are like to upskill themselves with the experts knowledge, all they are there. So if you're building a product for marketers, the community which I build can be used as a place. Likewise, there are multiple communities and everything. And the customer support system, we can just build a community of people who are using our own products. If I'm having a SaaS product and if I'm building a community for my product, and the people who are interested in my product, they may come to get to know the things about my things about my product and how it helps my customers to leverage their businesses and everything. So here I don't need to spend too much of my money and time. At the same time, many people will get to know about my product, and even the customers themselves will start helping them to use my product. One who knows the future of my product will tell the other customer about my product. Hey, this feature is that. Did you try this product in this feature? So they may try to use that feature and they may like that feature and they may buy that feature too. If it is an in-app purchase product, that may even generate a revenue for my product if I'm doing so. Like, and at the same time, the other customer who doesn't knows to use a feature may ask the other customer. So they themselves will be supporting them, and it will also build a support system within the community. So the expense in customer support may also reduce. So I don't want to build a separate support system, big support system. I need to build a separate system, but it don't necessarily need to be a huge one. To start with this, we can just need to first identify the communities. As everyone said, we should not go be with along with the rat race. Everyone is in this community. I'm going as a business owner. I need to identify who my audiences are and at which areas they are. So I need to join the communities where they are. And at the same time, we should not be business centric alone. Okay, this is business centric for this place. If I'm doing a retail business, I may need to go to all the type of audiences. At that time, I can just leave my business cards and I just need to go to my area and join the gatherings happening there. And as seriously as the previously Deepali said, we can wear the t-shirts and go there and we can showcase our products there. We will get an opportunity to showcase a brand name there. Previously, when I was traveling in a train, I used to wear a brand's bag, which the company which I work, I was wearing the brand's goodies, and a person asked me that, okay, what it is? Is it a new clothing brand or what it is? What is this brand? not it is not even a community. It is just I was traveling. In the traveling time, I got an opportunity to explain my brand to another person. So likewise, we can just go to the multiple gatherings and showcase our products. And firstly, we need to use our own products whenever possible. If I'm if I'm creating a payment app, then wherever possible, I need to use my own payment app, so that whenever the other people who are with me, they will try to check. Whenever we are making a payment, the people may happen to see, and they may ask, "Hey, I am using this many apps. You are using a different app. What is the benefit of this? Why you are using this?" So they may come to get to know that. And then automatically, what we were speaking earlier, the word of mouth, it will automatically happen. Hey, I saw this person. The brand identity will automatically happen here. So they will easily recognize the brand. Whenever the new brand comes in, it will be really challenging to find a big marketplace and big ads. So it will be budget friendly, and you can easily build the brand up, and it can be easily done within a community. So if for example, let me say that a community has 100 people, then that 100 will spread into 200, then each will spread into 10, 10, 10 people, and it will be automatically growing into a cluster. And it lost easily without even spending some money. We can get a brand awareness there. And adding to this, we can also use it using social media. And by using the social media, we also need to check. We have, if we are going through LinkedIn, we have LinkedIn groups and LinkedIn pages, etc. We can just join the groups and post about our products there and our testimonies there. And before this, when coming to social media, not only social media, when in promoting our brand, we must always focus on the area of offering value, rather than saying that, hey, my product can do this, product can do this. So are you facing this? Just go and tell them that my product can solve your problem in this way. You can solve this problem. We must always focus on their problem and tell them how the problem can be solved using our product, than saying that what your product is, because that's make them relate with themselves with the product. And adding to this, we can do some collaborations. Like Boost gave us some free gifts. We can just brand them with them. We can make tie-up with the big brands, or the brands possible, or the local businesses. And we can ask them to give our product as a free product. If it is a retail one, we can give a free samples and everything. And if it is a bigger, we can just ask them to promote us. And we can also collaborate with multiple events happening outside, and we can sponsor them. We can, if you are in a locality area, you can just sponsor some gift for them for the event attendees and everything, which they may use in the regular days. So they will recognize your brand again. And at the same time, we need to make sure that our branding and our values and everything are to the up to date. We must always keep our products and everything up to date. If I'm building a product that is in the 90s, now totally the AIs and voice searches are coming. And if I'm building a product of for e-commerce, I'm building an e-commerce product that doesn't have a voice search. My e-commerce site, I need to integrate a voice search to my e-commerce site so that it will be up to date. So we need to also make sure that, and we can say that you can use this feature. It is up to date. So they may feel that it is an up to date thing, and they will use it. And next, I'm coming to the personal branding. Personal branding is that rather than making our brand, making a company and branding it, everything, before that, we need to brand ourselves. First, the people need to know me. That won't cost me much and everything. Just I need to say them that I am existing here. I am doing this, and I can do this for you. First, I need to say them why they should trust me and what I can do for them. If I am started doing that, once the people started recognizing me, I myself will become an influencer. So I doesn't need to go and search for an influencer. I myself can become an influencer, and I can promote my own product, and it will work well because because I will be branding myself around the people who have same interest of myself, and about the interest about my product, because I will be building a product in the area which I am most interested. So the audience will be totally relevant, and then I can easily connect with the audience, so that I can be a better influencer for my own product. I don't say that the other influencers are not needed, but I say that using personal branding, we myself can become a better ambassador for my own brand. That's it. Yeah, that's it for now. Any question?
Thank you, Mr. Dinesh Babu, for the amazing speech. I would like to request you to share your email address in the chat box so that if any of our audience has any questions or seeks further info, they will reach out to you directly.
Yeah, sure.
It works out? Okay. Once again, we thank you all for joining us today. So, as we come to the close of this second session of Conference 2.8 on how to advertise on a tight budget as an entrepreneur, we would like to express our heartfelt appreciation to each and every one of you. The knowledge shared, the insights gained, and connection made have all contributed to the success of this event. We are grateful for all of your participation. As we wrap up this conference today, we kindly request all attendees and speakers to take a moment, provide your valuable feedback and review on Google location. You can simply Google us out, SK Associates Ingram, and type a review on whatever you liked in this session and what were the points that you would like to add as a feedback for our upcoming sessions. Your input and thoughts are obviously highly appreciated as they will help us improve further events and continue delivering such high quality conferences. Thank you all again for all your participation and being an integral part of this remarkable session. We look forward to your reviews and hope to see you all at Conference 2.8, the final and last session 3 tomorrow evening at the same time. Until we meet again, stay inspired, keep dreaming, and continue to strive for excellence. Thank you all and farewell for now.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
I would like to request the executive management team to kindly stay back